Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to today's live video. I am Jerome from the Bonsai Supply, and behind the camera is my beautiful wife Mari, who's gonna read all of your beautiful questions and comments out to me. So, are you there with me, Mari?
Hello everyone. This is Mari behind the camera. And if this is your first time joining this live, this is a demonstration that we do. Jerome gets to work on this tree in about an hour or so, during an hour or so. And you
No
guys,
pressure.
no pressure. And you guys are able to ask questions about this tree or about your trees. We're just gonna have a good time while we style this tree. And then this tree is going to go on our website, thebonsai.supply.com, and it's going to be auctioned. So you'll have 48 hours to bid for the finished tree. And this is for the US participants only at this time. But yeah, I mean, without further ado, I will invite you to let us know in the comments where you guys are tuning in from today, and I'll be reading these. I'll be reading these questions to Jerome. So please feel free to write comments or to ask questions. I'll be here to read them. All right, so let's see what we have over here. Garen. Hey, Garen. Super excited for this demo and the new fertilizer. When is the new product gonna drop? Okay, we're gonna come back to that question in a second. John. Hey, John from June. A huge fan watching with
From
my
June,
wife,
Alaska.
Laura. I think so. I'm not quite sure.
Very cool.
Where is that, John? Let me see. I see on TikTok. Hi, Sheridan Jones, Delaware. Hello. Okay, let's see what else we have over here. We have North Carolina. Hello, guys. Let me see. I see some from Florida here on TikTok. Hello. Amazing. And for those joining in, this is a live demo of an Alberta spruce. And Jerome is going to be responding your questions. So please feel free to write in the comments. I'll be moderating those questions about this tree or about in general. And as we like to start, let's do a 360 of this tree.
Let's do it. So, as you can see, I already started working on it a little bit.
Yeah, that's why we need that 360.
Because I cannot keep my hands to myself.
All right, so this is a 360. Let's see. Amazing.
Yes. So, this is obviously, like Mari said, a dwarf Alberta spruce. What's unique about this tree is that right down here at the base, it has a really nice base on this side of the tree. And then the tree kind of leans over to that side. So to my left, I guess your right, depending on how you guys see it. Which is a very unique feature for a tree at such a young age. So I want to incorporate that into today's design. I want to go for like a alpine design today. So not a lot of foliage. I'm thinking of doing some deadwood up here and on other sections, and just making the tree look very, very old. That's kind of my goal here today. So the first thing that I do when I work on trees like this, I always like to clean up the old needles. That's why I'm wearing gloves, because it's much easier. So I just go through the tree and I just pull out all of these old brown needles that have died back. And I also cut out all of the branches that I know I'm not going to utilize in the finished design. So for instance, like small sucker branches like these here, I cannot utilize these, especially this low on the trunk. So therefore I'm just going to cut them out. And so I'm just going to chug along nicely here and just continue to work. And if you have any questions, you let me know.
Amazing. And John, yes, he's from Alaska. That is
Wow.
wonderful. I see Carl from Nebraska. Omaha,
Okay.
amazing. I think on TikTok, hello from Alabama.
Wow.
Big fan of your lives. Amazing. Hi guys from the UK. All right.
All right.
Wonderful. Now we're starting international. I love it. Amazing. Let me see. Okay, so I know. Oh, hello from Switzerland.
Well,
Okay,
hello.
For the motherland of Jerome.
Motherland.
Your motherland.
My motherland.
Another friend from UK, Chris. Hey, Chris. Wonderful. John says, you guys are awesome. Love the book and your products. I watched all your videos. Plan to buy some of your trees, some from Etsy. Oh, thank you so much, John. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Happy to read this. It makes our day. I love it. And Garen was asking before, and I'm gonna come back to that question. When is the new product, the new fertilizer, gonna drop? What about that?
So, I do have a sample of it right here. So this is our organic fertilizer. Can you see it right there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is great.
So this is our new organic fertilizer, which is a 835, and it is an absolutely amazing organic fertilizer. This is what we use now for everything that's conifer related. Junipers, pines, Alberta spruce, that's what you would want to use because it keeps your needles small. But also what I really like about this fertilizer a lot is that it is granular. So meaning that when you apply this to your soil, it doesn't stand out as much. It blends right in with your soil, and when you water it, it doesn't get washed off. So I really like that about the new fertilizer. So the fertilizer is gonna hit the market in the early spring. We don't know exactly what date yet, but we will definitely let you know. Keep you posted, but it should be anytime soon now.
Wonderful. So that is the new product coming in the spring of 2023. So if you guys are needing some organic fertilizer, we'll also have also our inorganic fertilizer available.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it will be available on the spring, and you can check out our website, thebonsaisupply.com, to see these products. Let's see. So Jerome starts to wire, and let me see on TikTok. I see hello from Quebec. Wonderful. Hello. Hello from Florida. Hello from Italy.
Wow.
Wonderful. Hello from my bed. That's fun, yes. Hello from Oregon. Wonderful.
All right.
Hey, Paula.
Oh, I love it.
Amazing.
All over the place today.
I see. What's up, guys from Indiana? Fun. Guys from Michigan. Wonderful. Greetings from Serbia.
Wow.
Amazing.
Is there any country that's not like
freezing
here?
in Colorado. Hope all of you are warm.
Actually,
Yeah.
the weather here, funny that you mentioned that, but the weather down here is crazy. Like a couple days ago, it was 70 degrees, but then again, it was freezing this morning. I don't know what to make of this weather.
And I see on TikTok, hello from Japan.
Wow.
Wonderful. Oh my goodness. Karen, hello from Boynton, from Florida. Amazing. And John, can you please say hi to Lori, David, and my triplets? Lawrence, Liam, and Logan David.
Wow. Hello, everyone.
Wonderful. Hi, guys. Hi. Welcome in. Let's see. Hello from Costa Rica. Whoa. Amazing on TikTok. Hi. Let me see. All right. Let me see if you guys. Oh, hello from Canada. Hello. Amazing. Wonderful. So let me see. I see a question on TikTok. It says, how old is this tree and what kind?
So this is a dwarf Alberta spruce, and I would put this tree anywhere between maybe 5 and 7 years old, somewhere in there. It is a little bit on the smaller side, but I actually like that on this tree, and it has so much character, which makes me think that it could be a little bit older, especially when I look at the base down here. It has a really nice flaring base. And actually when I first looked at this tree and this slant, root of a rock came to mind. So I don't know what's gonna happen with this styling, but that's kind of what I have in mind a little bit. Because it has that nice base on the one side, on this side. And so I think if you put it on top of a rock, leaning that way, I think it would look amazing.
Yes, absolutely. And this is an Alberta spruce, and if you guys follow us or are subscribed to our YouTube channel, you might remember that last week's video was about spruces. So we have, we're gonna try, this is, I'm not gonna make any promises, but we are gonna try to do these tutorials or these basics or little, how would you say, like master class of species, a
Yeah.
specific species for YouTube, and then we're gonna do the live demonstration of that species. So that's the goal. We're gonna try to make that happen. As I said, I don't promise just because sometimes it's hard to find all type of species, but we'll do our best. So stay tuned for those tutorials or those classes that are coming on specific species, and then we're gonna have the live on that species. So you can always go back to that video and learn more about this species, because I know sometimes in the lives we go off on the actual species. We talk about other trees and other things, so we don't go into depth on the species that we're working on. So this way, you're gonna have this video before the live, so you're already gonna have some information about this tree. And if you have questions, you are welcome to ask in the questions in the comments in the video or in this live. So with that being said, let me see what you guys have on the comment section. Hello from Idaho. Hey Dave from Idaho. Hello from South Texas, Paul. Hello. Hi from Maryland. Wonderful. Hello from snowy Toronto. Yes,
Wow.
Blue Jay Bonsai. Hey. Hello from, let's see, Jamestown, New York. Wonderful. Amazing. And I see a question. It says, can I repot a really root-bound orange tree right now? It is inside under my grow lights for winter, or should I keep root bound until April, May when it's warm enough to go outside?
So, orange tree is a tropical tree, so I would definitely wait until the summertime actually. But if it is extremely root bound, what you can do instead is do a slip potting. And basically, what a slip potting is pretty straightforward. If this was the tree in question, you just grab a larger pot, you take this tree out of this pot without disturbing the roots, you slip it into the larger pot, and you fill it in with good bonsai soil, which will then take you to like June, July, and then when you move your orange tree outdoors again, and it will start to actively grow, that will be the best time to go ahead and repot it then. But when I say the best time, it's the safest time. So I always like to look for the safest time when I repot my bonsai, so I don't have any random diebacks or anything like that.
Okay, so you will wait.
I would wait, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can always do a slip pot.
That's what I just said, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
Wonderful.
But I like that you agree with me.
Yes.
That doesn't happen too often.
Yeah. I mean, I love slip potting just
Yeah?
because that means a bigger pot. That
Absolutely.
means the tree is bigger. I like it.
Yeah, but then you can repot it, do the full repotting when the time is right.
All right. Blue Jay Bonsai. I hope I didn't miss the info on the new organic fertilizer. All right. So, I mean, so Jerome basically was saying that the new fertilizer is going to be available during springtime. So we will have it available hopefully in the US and in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, stay tuned for that, for the new organic fertilizer. Let's see what I have over here. One of the questions on TikTok is, how old should a juniper be when you shape it?
There's no such thing as like saying, oh, a tree has to be a certain age. It really depends on what the tree has to offer, right? So like this tree is a younger tree, but I have so much to work with, and that's why I'm styling it right now. But if this tree does not have anything interesting to offer, I would just let it continue to grow, and I would let it continue to thicken up. And that's basically how I go about to decide if a tree is ready to be worked or not.
Okay. And I see this question from Kristen on TikTok. She's like, I just bought my first bonsai tree 2 days ago. Any good tips for beginners? So I actually asked her what kind of tree did she get and where she's located. She doesn't know what tree she got, however, she's in Florida. So Obviously, without knowing the species, is a little hard to tell you, but
Mhm.
I think we can give her a general advice of what are some tips for beginners in Florida with, in most species.
So the most important piece of advice that I can give you right off the bat is to grow species that naturally grow in your climate. So meaning that if you live in Florida, which you do, right, you do not want to grow any Japanese maples. So you want to stay within your growing zone range, and you want to grow your trees outdoors if you can. That will give you the best results, and it's also the easiest way to do bonsai. If you don't know what kind of species you have, we always recommend that you can send us a picture to our email address, which is info at thebonsaisupply.com, and then we can take a look at the species and then give you a little better advice at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're asking what number or what's the wire size that you're using?
I'm using this is a 3, I'm using a 2, and I'm using a 1.5. And these are basically my go-to wires for pretty much any tree that I work with, because if I have a thicker branch than a 3 can handle, I would just double up on the 3. So like use 2 times number 3 wire next to each other, and that will give me a number 6 wire theoretically. So I can just easily double up or use more or less.
So for those that might not know how to select your wire size, can you give them a tip?
Yeah, of course. So what I do is I take a little bit of wire like this, and I just leave some slack in the wire, and then I use this wire, and let's say I want to move this branch, right? So I use the wire and I just push it against the branch, and you see how the wire bends? That means that this wire is not strong enough to bend this branch. So probably want to double up or use a thicker wire. So this is a number 3, this is a number 2. So now I'm going to try with a number 3, leave the same amount of slack, have my branch here, and now look at that. You see how the branch moves very easily and the wire doesn't? That means that this wire is now strong enough to move that branch.
Awesomeness. I see Disney Plants Daily. Hello, friends.
Hey, hey.
Hello. All right. Let me go back to YouTube. So letting you know, guys, we are going live right now on TikTok under Jerome's account, which is Jerome_bonsai for those using TikTok. And for those on YouTube, the channel is We Are the Bonsai Supply. On TikTok, you guys should be able to see a link on the profile to get to YouTube as well. We post videos every Wednesday. So if you want to learn more about bonsai, give us a like and a subscribe. Let me see. Happy Hump Day from Philly. Hey, Michael. Hello from Connecticut, East Coast America. Do you find that the Alberto spruce is hard to maintain downward slanting branching after wire is removed?
So I get what you're saying. It does take a while for the Alberta spruce branches to actually set. So you might have to. So there's 2 ways that you can go about this. You can just leave the wire on longer, or you can just rewire the branches if they bounce back a little bit. But I don't find it too difficult to maintain. Like on the Alberta spruce that I have, the big one that I have made last year, I already have some branches that have set after just one wiring. So I think it's pretty straightforward. Like it's with everything, right? If it doesn't set the first time, you just wire it the second time. Pretty straightforward.
Yes, and Michael, I have a spruce. When will be the last month in winter for major pruning, styling? When can you do maintenance pruning?
So this is something that I went into depth into the last YouTube video that we posted, which was about spruces specifically, like what to do and when to do, what time of the year. And the spruce work you basically want to do in the spring as they start to bud out. So you can do it before they grow, before they start to bud out. You can style them and stuff like that. But if you want to do any major like trimming for growth, Once they start to, once the buds start to swell, that would be the best time to go ahead and do that.
Amazing. Let's see, John. Can I trim my spruce in late spring or in the summer? Best time to repot is spring.
Yeah, so the best time, because a spruce is an elongating species, which means it only produces one long growth throughout the growing season. So the best time to take advantage of that growth would be in the spring as the buds start to swell. So when they start to swell and you prune it back, it reacts much quicker and you get a lot more growth that way. Like you can take more advantage of your growth. Because what happens is if you don't cut it back, the new growth will just be transferred to the outer tips. But if you prune it back, you can fill in the branch pads much easier that way. Um, so yeah, spring would be the best way. I would not really prune this guy in the summertime, to be honest with you, because I only get that one growth.
Okay, Chris, I've found with my spruce that it takes a couple of years and repeated wiring for the branches to set.
Mm-hmm.
The tips will always try to grow up though.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Like I said before, you can leave the wire on a little bit, or I mean, this is definitely a species that you have to wire. Or, like you said, if the new growth grows upwards next year in the spring, when you see the new buds come out, just prune it back. And so when the pads start to curl like that, and you prune it back to where it's horizontal again, you will fill in the pads that way, and it won't curl up the growth like that. I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope it does.
Yeah, and on TikTok, my juniper has a little bit of brown foliage. What
Mhm.
should I do?
Um, that's very difficult to answer without seeing the tree, seeing the soil, knowing where you keep it. I would need a lot more information. So again, I would recommend that you send us some pictures to info@thebonsaisupply.com. Did I say that right? Yeah, I said it right.
Info at thebonsai.com.
Yeah, I said that right. So, and send us as much information as you can, like where you grow, where you live, what type of juniper you have, what the soil is in, where you have it, like how often you water. Just give us all the details.
Yes, and that's the best way to contact us, guys. To email at info@thebonsaisupply.com. You can also go to our website, thebonsaisupply.com, under contact us. That will be probably the fastest response that you will get. And just make sure that in your questions you include as much information as possible. For sure, where you are located and pictures. Is possible. So we are always willing to and happy to help you, guide you through your questions, and if it's something that might need more of an explanation, if it is like a styling questions or things like that, we'll also recommend you to book a one-on-one session with Jerome, which is also available on the website, thebonsaisupply.com, under services. And you have a Zoom session, so this could be for anywhere in the world where you are, and you can show your tree on video and have that one-on-one guidance.
That's obviously the easiest for me to help you, and also to take the most advantage of the time that we can spend together. So I do like that option a lot.
All right. Not a spruce question. I'm in Minnesota, and I got my first bonus. A Hawaiian umbrella. Bonus? Maybe it's bonsai. Anyway. A Hawaiian umbrella.
Bonus to buy a Hawaiian
it's
umbrella.
A bonus. Right. A Hawaiian umbrella a year ago. I've been letting it grow for a bit, and I'm wondering the best times to repot, prune, or anything.
So the best time to repot a Hawaiian umbrella would be in the middle of the summertime when they are actively growing and the night temperatures are above 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In terms of trimming or styling, you can pretty much do that any time of the year. I like to trim them when they are actively growing because then you get the quickest response. So when the Hawaiian umbrella is actively putting out growth and you cut it back, it responds much quicker. So that's what I like to do.
Wonderful. Karen, are you guys open year-round for visitors? So we actually have our warehouse in Houston, Texas, and that's where all the soil is manufactured. So it's pure manufacturing, so it's not open to the public. And yeah, that's, I guess, pretty much it.
And yeah.
However, for us, we do go to events or bonsai clubs, and we can, meet you there if that's an option. Yeah. Let's see, Michael. You were saying to prune, wait until the buds grow. Do you prune at the bud or prune the bud off for back growth?
So for instance, this tree, right? Once I'm finished styling it and I want the tips to grow longer for any reason, like let's say I want to thicken up that branch, I would not trim it. I would just let it grow. But then perhaps next year, when this branch has thickened up, had enough time to thicken up throughout the year, and then next spring I want to work on getting a more denser, fuller branch down here, then I would just cut the tips off, and then it will send the energy back into here versus out here. So it's very simple. You cut here, you get more growth here. You don't cut anything, you just let it grow and elongate more. That's basically the very basics of how you would take care of something like this. And in the video, I did say, the video that we released last week about the species specifically, I did mention that Alberta spruce is a more slower growing tree, which I actually quite appreciate. Because as you can see, it does come with a lot of branches already, so that's not a big deal. But also, it's a tree that, it's easy to grow because you only get that one set of growth per year. So I actually do look at this as a plus.
Yes, and I like that you mentioned the spruce video that was made last week. So for those that haven't seen it, you can check on our YouTube channel. We are the Bonsai Supply. The latest video is actually all about spruces. So if you're more interested in knowing, if you're interested in knowing more about spruces, check that video out. And let us know also after. It's a good refresher after this video to learn more or to reassure what you already know. So check that out. That's our latest video on YouTube right now. Let me see. Oh, this is an interesting question on TikTok. Is there any way I can tell how old my tree is?
So there is a way. There's actually two ways. One would be to actually do a core sample. So you would take a drill and drill out a center of the core, like you would drill through the trunk. You will send this into the lab, and then they will tell you actually how old the tree is. Another way would be to cut the tree in half and to actually count the rings. And those are the two most accurate ways of, knowing how old a tree actually is. Yes, so otherwise it's pretty impossible to know how old a tree actually is, to be honest.
But you can know a range.
You can know, like, if you've been growing trees and plants for a long time, you can kind of gauge and see how old a tree is approximately. Yeah. But then again, that varies per species, per climate, what type of fertilizer you use, if you trim it back or you don't, how big is the container. So there's a lot of factors at play.
Yes, and I see a friend from Montreal, Canada. Wonderful, hello.
All right.
Also from Haiti.
Wow.
Wonderful.
It's amazing.
John has a really nice comment. He's saying, thank you both so much for all you do. Oh. By far my favorite bonsai channel. I'm trying to get my wife into bonsai. She loves indoor plants, although she enjoys looking at bonsai. And he's in 3-4 growth zone. and Alberto spruce grows well there. So.
And he said he's in the growing zone. Which one?
3-4.
Wow, that's cold.
Yeah.
Where is that?
When it's John is from Alaska. From Alaska.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cold, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. I mean, I love that he's trying to get his wife into bonsai.
Yeah.
Yes.
Couples that do bonsai together stay together, I hear.
That's what they say.
I just made that up.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I love Blue Jay Bonsai site. Don't forget to hit the like button, everyone.
Thank you, Blue Jay.
Friend. Okay, Jose, I had spiders living in my Alberta spruce.
Yikes.
I tried to get rid of them, but they come back. So what can we advise to?
So,
Jose?
when you say spiders, I would assume like actual big spiders, not spider mites, right? Because spider mites you cannot see on your tree and those are actually harmful. But regular spiders are not harmful to your tree. They might actually do you a favor by eating all of the insects that do attack your tree. The only way, I don't know. I mean, the only way that I have gotten rid of spiders that keep coming back to trees, I just keep disturbing their web. And then at a certain point, they're like, okay, dude, I get it. You don't want me to be here. But yeah, if you have a tree that's like, gets a lot of insect damage or anything like that, I would welcome the spider and invite it in.
Invite it in.
In.
First of all, you are petrified with spiders, so everyone knows. Wow. So that's just pure lie.
Just like that. Just like that. Okay.
And I wanted to clarify, since we were mentioning about growing zones. Can you give us a range of growing zones that this tree will be good, or just where it wouldn't be good to have?
So this tree is good in a growing zone 3 to 7. However, I am in a growing zone 8, and the trees are still doing perfectly fine here. So I would say 3 to 8 is perfectly fine. Just don't push it beyond that.
So our Floridian friends are
I would not recommend.
This
I would not recommend this tree in Florida. No, I really wouldn't. I don't. It would not go well in Florida.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. And for those that are just joining in, this is a live that we do once a month. Even though this month we are doing it twice, so we might surprise you with an extra video. We were talking before that we are creating these species-specific videos, and our plan is to, right after that video, is to do a live demonstration with that species. So just keep in the loop. Whenever you see those videos on species, most likely we're gonna go live the following Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are the Bonsai Supply, and be on the loop for these videos. And let us know in the comments as well what species you guys are looking for, like that you would like to see a video of, and also a demonstration. So we'll try to do our best to find those. So just let us know in the comments on those videos, or in the comments here, what species you would like to see next, and we'll try to make it happen. And let me see the next one. How to sow seeds of Japanese black pine from the Philippines.
To be honest with you, I don't know, because I don't sow any seeds. For me, sowing seeds has always been very difficult, and I've never been successful at it. But also, growing something from seeds might sound like something that's amazing and magical, but it just takes a really, really long time to turn it into something usable for bonsai. So that's why I don't do it. So unfortunately, I would not be the best to give you advice on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely not a big fan of seeds. But I mean, we love to see other people trying it for sure, and we just
Oh yeah, of course.
is not a preference.
No.
Hi all. Oh, Jose said large spider, by the way. Large spider. Thank you for the feedback. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll just disturb the spider web. See what that does. Like, just keep removing the spider web. I don't know if there's anything that you can spray that actually removes like spiders but doesn't harm the tree. I would not know. So I'm assuming your tree is indoors.
Uh, let's see. Is it okay? This is from TikTok. Is it true that some trees, like the Portulacaria alpha, like to have their leaves misted while growing?
Um, so Portulacaria, not really. They do store the water in the leaves. Um, I do mist some of my trees like in the wintertime if they're still inside a greenhouse, just to kind of bring back the humidity, like for tropical trees specifically. For conifers like this, I would mist the foliage, and for junipers and pines in the middle of the summer when it gets really hot, just to cool down the tree. But I would not practice this on a regular basis. Like I would not mist every day all of my trees.
And I know you are creating some Deadwood right now.
Of course.
Tell us a little more about that.
No. So I'm creating some Deadwood up here. I'm going to use this piece to build a new apex to give this tree more character, but also I think by doing this we will add some age to the tree as well. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just easily take off the bark to strip it down to this white wood, and this white wood is the dead wood, so to speak, so it will not grow back from there. So it will die back, and then in some months I can apply this section here with lime sulfur, and then it will, like to preserve it, and then it will start to look like actual dead wood on a tree.
Yeah, so spruces are great to create Deadwood with.
Oh, absolutely.
Hi from Sydney, Australia.
Oh, hello.
Wonderful. Wow. It's always great to see your work on YouTube.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work. So nice. Oh, and I see, okay, Michael, he's asking, back to the organic soil. No, you mean fertilizer, I'm guessing. Because he's asking for the MPK.
It's 835.
835, and when it's available, it will be available hopefully by March.
Oh yeah, latest for sure.
And February, March. So right on time for you guys to start fertilizing again. Yep, and as you are going towards the top, let us know what is your thought with this tree. Like, what are you seeing right now when you wire?
I'm still seeing like a root of a rock. I think that would be amazing.
Okay, but what style though?
This is like, so this, I would call this like an alpine style. Like all the branches are way down by the snow. This is not the final position yet. This tree had a lot of weather to fight in the mountains, and it's just been beat up. So it's supposed to look like a very old, beat up tree basically. That's the style I'm going for.
Yeah, and so I always think it's so cool when you put into your design some sort of story. So I like how you were like, oh, this is the kind of tree that was grown here and blah blah blah. So it's just so cool to think about when you're designing a tree, what kind of story you're gonna tell to your friends, as to whoever is looking at it, or if you're exhibiting your tree. It's interesting to know, what were your thoughts behind?
No, I like that as well. I mean, this tree reminds me of the time we went to Alberta, Canada, where the Alberta spruce, I guess, is from. And we rented a Jeep and we drove over to British Columbia. And so we were really high up, and this is the kind of tree that we would see up there. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, trying to recreate that type of tree.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like that the trees has some. Would you consider that a double trunk?
A twin trunk?
Yeah.
It was if I would have left this piece alive, but since I
Got it.
killed it off,
Just a
I
Deadwood
would.
feature
It's just
now.
the Deadwood feature now. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. And for those that don't know, if you are in the US and hopefully not in Florida or tropical climate, you could bid for this tree. We'll have it available for auction um, an hour or so after this live. And you can go to our website, thebonsaisupply.com, under YouTube auctions, and you can bid for this tree for the next 48 hours, and it will be shipped right to you. So for all participants in the US only at this time, though. Yeah. Okay. So where are you going to go the whole Deadwood, like all the way up?
No, well, all the way up, but this is gonna come off quick.
Okay.
How am I doing on time?
You are good. This has been seems like 40 minutes, I think. So you're
Ooh.
doing good timing.
Then I need to slow down. I'm doing too good on time. No, so basically what I'm gonna do here with this piece here, so I have two pieces up here that are exactly the same height, and the same thickness. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm actually gonna grab my tweezers and just try to see if the front one will snap. Oh, look how bendable it is. It's crazy, but it's not actually snapping. But usually I would want it to snap in half, the front piece, just to add more character to have one a little taller than the other. But here I just had to cut it. All right, look at that.
Wonderful. And we are approaching to that question of the day on this lives, which is if you were to get this tree for yourself, what kind of pot, bonsai pot, will you use for this tree? Is that glaze? And if so, what color? Or is it on glaze? Also, what shape? Is this rectangular, oval, and so on? So let us know in the comments if this was your tree, what would be your choice of pot? And if we have some of those around, we might be able to even test those ideas. So we'll see what you guys have in mind. And I see already Michael saying
yellow. I think it would look amazing in yellow too.
OG yellow on glaze round is saying, and we have one, but it's I think maybe too small.
It's too small. I don't know if they're making fun of my yellow pot addiction or if they actually like it.
It looks good. I mean, we still can give it a shot.
Can
just
you
to
hand
see
me
how it looks.
the Clorox wipes, please?
Okay. This one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wipe my hand to do the rest of the wiring because this tree is very sticky.
I was gonna say that you actually, I mean, did you take your gloves off?
Yeah, a long time ago. That's how it starts. I'm always doing it right, and then I'm like, you know what, forget the gloves.
So yeah, if you're working with a spruce, you might want to have gloves. That's actually the best case scenario.
Yeah, I mean, when you do Deadwood, it happens that the sap just goes onto your hands like that. And then it becomes very sticky, so.
All right. I see a root or a rock and put it on a slab.
Yeah, I like that too.
Absolutely. I see on TikTok, I will grow the roots over a rocky crop. All right.
Of a rocky who?
Crop.
I don't think I understand that. Of a rocky crap.
Crop. Here we go with the English.
That sounds like a great idea. I don't know what it is.
CROP. It's probably me mispronouncing it. Oh, rocks. Over rock. Yeah. Okay, it's root over rock too. Yes, Morgan. That's a great idea. We definitely were talking about that.
It's definitely us, not you, by the way.
And I can see a red pot in a rectangular shape.
Oh, I like that too.
Nice. And we also have one, but also way too small. Okay, I mean, we'll still show it for giggles, but it will just be probably too small for the tree. But okay, okay, so we have a red pot in a rectangular shape. We have our OG jello pot, and then we don't have like a slab. Do we have a slab?
Yeah, but it's not very accessible. But
okay.
I do like the slab idea. You see it up there? I don't think you can reach it.
Oh yeah, I see it.
You just have to take our word for it. It looks amazing.
Oh my god, it's actually really good. I might have to try it together in a second.
Well, there's a ladder right there. If you hear a thump, it was Mari falling.
Yes, it is brother.
All right, I like this actually. I like this actually a lot right here, the way that this is coming together.
Okay, and when I tried to get that, I would say if you can get a summary of everything you have done.
I need to wire like 3 more branches, and then I got you on a summary.
So you mean you cannot do both things?
I'm a man. I don't know if I can do 2 things at once. I'll
You
try.
already doing 2 things.
Okay, so summarize. So the first thing that I did is I repositioned the tree in this pot with better soil. I did that though in the fall though, so I've done that a little while ago. And so what I've been working on here was on just really thinning out the tree and wiring the branches down and creating this Deadwood feature here. Now as you can see, I created this Deadwood feature very quickly and very easily by just using my pliers and breaking the bark. Like I'm kind of squeezing it with my pliers, and then it just easily comes off the tree. The bark off the branches. I don't think that made any sense. But anyways.
But the good thing is that I got the pot.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Is that one, right?
Yeah, it is that one.
Okay.
So give me a half a second.
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna be preparing the pots here.
Okay.
So you can see it. And as a reminder, for those that want to participate on the auction, just go to thebonsai.supply.com. I'm actually going to write it on the chat. And under YouTube auctions, you could bid for this tree. He will be available for 48 hours for USA participants. And you guys can participate and get this tree shipped to you. Because if you were in our last live, you know that one of our bonsai resolutions was to get more bonsai trees. So if that's your resolution as well, then there you have it.
Of course it is.
We're hoping with a new tree for the year.
Okay. Finished last wire. And we are donezo. Done here.
Okay, and I see they're saying the spruce in the forest might need a brown on glaze low oval pot maybe. Just trying to stay with a natural feel versus the glaze color. Just a thought. Hi from Miami. Hey Diana. Yeah, that's a really good thought.
No, I mean, you're definitely right? I mean, that's a very good point that you're making. Usually what happens is if the tree is small and not very powerful, you will go with a very loud pot, a very loud color, like yellow, like I said, or like pink. But if the tree is really good and has a lot of characters, then like a nice earth tone would be really nice because it kind of mutes it, right? It's not that loud, that in your face. So I do like that. I really like that you said that.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be able to test the 3 options anyway. So we're gonna see how it will look with OG jello pot, also with a red pot in rectangular shape. Those might be on the smaller size because we don't have a bigger size. But for you to have a little bit of reference and we can play around with it. And then we also have an option of a slab, which seems to be very popular in the comments as the right thing to go with. But that's not really right or wrong. It's just whoever wins this tree is your tree, and you can be as creative as you want with it.
All right, so I think I have reached my finished tree. So
let's see a 360 of the tree.
All right. So this is the front right here. Yep. And so I'm gonna do a 360. Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
We're ready.
There you go. So I do like the branches, like how they're way down and there's not a lot of branches on there. So it gives that lighter feel, but makes the tree look much older because very old trees like alpine trees don't have a lot of branches. And then I do like the 2 added Deadwood features. The only thing that I will work on in the future here is just to make the top here a little fuller. But everything else, I think I like it.
Cool, very cool. All right, so let's play with the pots really quick.
Let's do it.
As I said, this pot size might not be the right ones, but this is what we have at the moment for you to see.
Wow, this is very small.
OG Jello. Let's see, stay there, because I gotta move it a little bit here. All right. I mean, yeah, it's small, but doesn't look that small, actually.
I mean, we're just talking about the color there.
Looks really nice, actually.
I do like the yellow color, yes.
Yes.
Obviously, if I had the choice, I would probably go into a deeper pot like it is in right now, but maybe in a yellow color with maybe crackles and the inside of the crackle to be maybe black. That could be really nice.
Wonderful.
And different.
All right, let's see the next one that was in the comments, which was a red pot rectangular. Oh my goodness, very nice. Actually looks pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you?
This pot might even be the latest.
Yeah.
This pot might even be the right size for this tree because it's deeper.
Yeah. Okay, I like it. And then let's see the last one. The one that I almost died for. So dramatic.
Okay, so this pot I think would be a little bit too big right now unless you added the rock in here.
Yes.
So if you had a rock in here and then you added this tree at an angle like that, I think that could look really amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Let me turn it to see. Yeah, it's cool.
Fun. And as a reminder, what will be the best time to repot this tree?
I would wait until the spring to repot this tree. Once it starts to wake up, once it starts to bud, go ahead and repot it. And then once you repot it, make sure that it doesn't go below freezing anymore.
Yes.
Actually, I think this is my front, like kind of like that. Like have the top of the tree kind of lean towards you a little more.
Well, actually, when you were doing the 360, I can
You
see
like
that
the
it's
back?
got multiple fronts. Like, I mean, I like the one on the left too. Like that one I like too.
I mean, I do
this.
like this one because the canopy, the apex is leaning towards the viewer, which is really nice. So you're talking about like this, huh? Like from the back? Like you mean like this?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the way you have it, I also like. I just think that it has multiple options.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good problem to have.
Absolutely. You guys have options. Yes, absolutely. And in general, what's the care of this tree for whoever wins it?
So for whoever wins it, I do recommend that you repot this tree into a new container in the spring as soon as you start to see it bud. I would not trim it back. Let it grow, let it recover for one full season. Make sure that you use our organic fertilizer on this tree. Like I said, you can just sprinkle it on top. It blends right in with the existing soil already. Put it out into full sun. Water it every single morning as soon as you wake up. When the temperatures are a little warmer, of course. You do not want it to stay wet in like the late fall and early spring and winter. But when it starts to grow, you want to make sure that you don't let it dry out anymore. So whatever that looks like wherever you are, just don't let it dry out completely.
Wonderful. And for those asking, what is the price? So actually this tree is going to an online auction on our website, thebonsaisupply.com. Also, the link is on the profile, and you can bid for it for the next 48 hours, and you can win this tree. Only U.S. participants at this time. But yeah, if you're in the U.S. and you would like a new bonsai tree, take a chance. And
Pot
bid
is
for
not
this tree.
included, by the way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna write in the comments. The bonsaisupply.com is also on the profile, the link on the profile for those on TikTok.
And you said in about an hour, right?
Yes, so I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm gonna put this on the website, some measurements, and we can start bidding for this tree. So this is pretty much it for today. So thank you everyone that joined us tonight in this live. We're gonna be doing more of this, and as I said before, let us know in the comments what species you want to see next. We're gonna do classes about those species and also lives on those species. So we love to hear your thoughts, hear where you want to see next, and we are going to try to do our best to please you.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. This is always fun and very challenging for me to style a tree and to answer questions, but it's always a lot of fun. And good luck on the auction, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.